Discrimination over the years at the Mobility, Part 4. I was not in school. Okay. 2 years later, the mobility plan were materialized. New corporate contracts. This team were located in Montreal. It was now time to act, since those who were a part of the union shouldn't have been laid off in 2012. A performance plan was introduced in 2014. Employees who were not meeting requirements were placed on a performance plan and were given 2 months to improve. If no improvement, employees were fired. Just want to say to you that unions, I weighed my pros and cons before I sign up. I actually signed up the last day of joining the union. I actually signed up the last day because I know I was being held back. I realized I was discriminated against. That was why, although I'm in a different position, I knew definitely that I am not gonna achieve my goal while there. I felt it. And I think I did make mention. I tried. I think in a slide coming up, I tried to apply outside but I didn't get a response because this was my first known job within Canada, and I didn't have any other experiences. So this job pays well. That's why I stayed on. It pays well. So while I was doing school, it was paying the bills. My job, that is, the rate was good. So I couldn't just leave because I would have, you know, it would not have been good for me. I had to make a good decision to stay so that my bills are covered, my bill payments, and also that I could pay my credit card when I have to go to school, when I have to use to pay for tuition and books, right? Anyway, I had to cease attending school to save my job. I wanted to sabotage my work again and attempted to place a performance plan on my records. So please feel free to read this. A performance plan is supposed to be for 2 months. Although I was in school, management did not take this in consideration. The made-up time after hours was affecting my job, my work. So although I would go to school in the day, I would make up time after work, and it's not measurable. It's only measurable between the time you started working in the morning till 5 o'clock. So anything after 5 o'clock for me would not be accounted for, and that affected me. So although my supervisor knew, I was placed on a performance plan. Can you imagine? Right? Yeah. So I realized it says here, informed my supervisor, but found that the challenges I faced did not matter to management. I was placed on a performance plan in August for 2 months. Okay. This was the target. I extracted the information so you can see clearly. Three measurements. The target for the first one 97, second measurement 97, and the third measurement was the productivity. They said productivity carried the most weight. So although I'm doing well, notice my results for this productivity, they said, and I didn't fail. As I said, my work after 5 o'clock were not accounted for. So mid-year, it's showing that I was under. Okay. I was told that I would be placed on a performance plan for failing productivity for the year 2014. I provided proof of the cases which were deliberately missing from my productivity so as to fail me for the year. I found this during my investigation in January. I was told by management that the missing cases should have been brought to their attention within the months they occurred. I was told by management that December was an off season, so although I provided results for December, it was not included. So these are proof. I was providing to my supervisor to say that things were missing. This was a performance plan. They say still wants me on a performance plan. Went to HR, and HR just said HR spoke in a meeting with us, went to my manager, and then went back to my supervisor, and to say that, oh, management said, although I have proof, she still wants me on a performance plan. She had an intent, eh? So here, just to show you one of my calculation that was I presented, yeah, right? It shows here, I did 42 cases. They had less, eh? And so they said the target was 35, right? It shows here in October, right, that I had 42 cases. This was extracted from another way from the system, and this is productivity extracted from the system, and it still shows at the end of the day that I did 42 cases, and 42 divided by the total number of hours worked, I got 0.36, which works out to be 0.36 cases, which is above the target per day. Okay, so they said that I failed the year end by 3.1, by just 0.04, just by 0.04, eh? And I was gonna be placed on a performance plan, above target, under target by just 0.04, and they were planning on giving me put placement on a performance plan. This is again one of the positions. During the year I applied for positions, and by the way, when you're on a performance plan, please feel free to read. When you're on a performance plan, you cannot provide for another position elsewhere or within the department. You cannot. So you see, they knew that I was on my final leg for school, and I needed the experience. And what did they do? They tried to set me up by putting me on a performance plan. And when you're on a performance plan, you cannot apply for another department. I did not know that I did not know that I was being set up that way at all. I didn't realize it.